You're watching East Midlands today, and a homelessness charity says people with paid jobs have been turning to its emergency winter shelter. Emmanuel House has set up 30 temporary beds to prevent rough sleeping in the centre of Nottingham. Some men and women staying there, they do need long-term support to tackle addiction, but the charity says it's also hosted people who go to work but don't have anywhere to stay. Well, our social affairs correspondent Jeremy Ball is there for us tonight. Good evening, Jeremy.
Hello, Anne. Yeah, they reckon this is one of the country's largest emergency winter shelters. Just look at this, those 30 bed spaces, camp beds over here, sleeping bags. This is where the men stay. They also say they're seeing more and more women here these days. They stay in a separate area behind that screen, and it's all run by the charity that operates this drop-in. This was Emmanuel House at lunchtime today as people came out of the pouring rain to get a hot meal, along with help for everything from addiction to getting a tenancy. And of course there are all sorts of reasons why people can end up homeless, but you might be surprised to hear that they are accommodating some people who are holding down jobs.
We've had delivery drivers, we've had labourers, people that work in warehouses, people that work in care that are lost their accommodation through personal reasons and don't want to lose their jobs, so we try and get those people in as quick as we can so they can sort out proper accommodation.
So they're coming here for the night and then going to work?
Yeah, we've had people leave that do really early shifts, so they'll leave at 5:30 in the morning from the shelter, so we organise it with them to try and maintain as much of their routine as possible.
Well, back here at the shelter, they will be preparing snacks for when people arrive here in a couple of hours or so. Let's have a chat to Izzy, who's in charge here. Thanks very much for talking to us, Izzy. We heard there about people with jobs who are using the night shelter. I guess that is quite unusual, is it?
Yes, that is quite unusual, but what it tells us is that homelessness can happen to absolutely anybody.
So who else is staying here? How's the dynamic changing?
Well, sadly, we are seeing an increase in younger people coming through our doors. We're seeing an increase in women using the shelter, and we're seeing more people coming from outside of Nottingham and abroad who aren't able to access support from the local council.
Kelly, I guess this is about much more than keeping people warm and dry, isn't it?
Yeah, it's about connecting with the individual and tailoring a support plan that suits their needs and addresses all the issues that they're facing.
We also saw that colouring word search book a few seconds ago, just over there. What else do people here do here at night?
So we have film nights, we've got board games, activities, chess is always a good one, and like you say, the word searches keep the brain ticking over.
Sounds as though you have a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a very sociable atmosphere up here, alongside addressing all their needs.
Izzy, most people who become homeless can stay with family or friends, or they go to the council and they get into a B&B or a hotel temporarily. So why do we still need this winter shelter?
Well, because actually not everybody does have support networks that they can access. Not everybody do have family and friends that they can rely on in times of crisis. And also there are people who aren't eligible to access support from the local council.
Izzy, Kelly, many thanks indeed for joining us. And it's not just happening here in Nottingham. Similar shelters to this one have opened this week in both Leicester and Mansfield. They've got the safe space in Derby as well. And if there is severe weather, Anne, then most councils will be offering extra support as well.